What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Big Ski is Faith. And I got Big Kirk with me. Foley is on his way. We're going to pray. And that their phone is charged. But we are here now for Talk to Me Tuesdays. Welcome. We got some stuff to talk about tonight because the world is literally on fire, apparently. And we're gonna get to that in a minute. I'm trying to be patient with Foley. Let's start out. Herc, what are you sipping on?
The script so I can juke.
Tequila and lemonade.
Okay, we keeping it with the because you did tequila like all the birthday long, right? What you do? What else you do? What else you drink?
I took like 12 shots of bourbon.
Oh, okay. 12 shots of the bourbon. Whoever is watching, welcome.
Yeah,
welcome to the live.
I was real drunk.
What? Not real drunk. Oh, ooh, I could show. Okay. I'm gonna try this out. So it's a show comments on stage. So it'll show it up here. Okay. All right. I'm ready. I want to see the craziness and the foolishness. I do. Ooh.
I know see it.
Huh?
I know see it.
You don't see what? Because ain't nobody commented yet, friend.
Oh. I thought you been there like somebody.
It says show comments on stage. So I'm ready because, Curtis, calls you a couple of names throughout.
I'm pretty sure he's on his way.
I'm sure he is.
If he ain't here yet, he is coming. He on his way.
How you in the car?
I told y'all I'm only here for an hour.
What are you doing? You got a time? What you got going on?
Huh?
What you got going on? You got a town?
Yeah, I'm a professional man. I don't always wear hoodies and t-shirts.
I'm asking you what you doing now that you got the tie on now, sir. That's what I'm asking.
I got on Shanghai ties. You say what?
I said I'm asking what you doing tonight where you got the tie on, sir. That's what I'm asking.
No, I'm just getting to the house.
Oh,
I'm just getting to the house. And I gotta bust another move. I gotta take my mom's a gift for her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
So I was like, let me keep my word though, because if I say push it back, it's probably gonna be later. So I was like, well, I don't think eight, 8:30 up in there wouldn't be too late for Mom Dukes. So I pour my liquor up and I jump back in.
What you drinking?
I got some I got the Crown Peach this week. But let me tell y'all something. I drank Jim Beam honey and Milo's sweet tea.
Yeah.
When I tell y'all that's the greatest, smoothest mix I've ever tasted. That was crazy.
Yep. Well, tonight I have my specialty. Anything is possible. Somebody still has to order theirs. I won't call names. And this is Hennessy, Crown Apple, Apple Pucker, strawberry syrup. Anything is possible. It's quite tasty. All right, we're gonna start on some of these topics. In no particular order. Real quick, did we find our toxic song of the week?
I did.
Okay, what is yours?
This week my song is Can't Help But Wait by Trey Songz.
Okay.
That man was waiting in the wings. on this dude to mess up with this
Mm-hmm.
girl, and told her I can't help it, but I just gotta wait till he fuck up so I can come on and be Captain Sabo. So mine is can't help but wait.
I had it. I did. Hold on. Cause I was gonna let him go, and then he dropped off for whatever reason. I'm tired of him. Come on, Foley. Is your phone not charged? What happened? Come on, Foley. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do, and I'm not spelling this right. I know. It's Splackavilli.
Yeah, because every
That
woman
joint.
needs her own Splackavelli.
Yeah. That. You know, there comes a period in every woman's life when she gets frustrated or fed up with her man and all his silly hangups. You know, a woman needs a man where she doesn't have to have no drama. Behind it, you know, just somebody like to love her down. Hold on. With no strings attached. What did all the garden? And it's named the Splackavelli. So the ultimate side piece song. This is a side piece song. If it ain't no side piece song ever.
So that was boyfriend number 2 before boyfriend number 2.
Yeah. So homie back. Okay, homie.
All right, I don't know what's. I think this truck Wi-Fi is blocking my house Wi-Fi.
Oh.
So, worst case scenario, I may have to just run in the house and clean off my studio chair. So, I mean, am I good now?
You're good now. We can hear you and see you now. Did you hear the question?
No, I didn't hear the question.
Toxic song of the week. No toxic song of the week.
My toxic song of the week.
I can't help but wait. It's Herc's. Mine is Splackavelli. What's your toxic song of the week?
It's an Italian group named Cazone.
Mm-hmm.
And they got Little Baby on it.
Oh wow.
And the crazy thing is, I don't know what the hell they're saying because they're singing in Italian.
In Italian, yeah.
But I like Lil Baby's verse. Lil Baby's verse goes hard. I like a line where he said, "The love that we had, that shit been in the coffin. And you a messy little bitch, and I'm off you." So I like that. You got to hear the verse. The verse is real hard.
Oh,
Lil Baby,
okay.
he snapped on that joke.
He snapped on that joint.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm telling you what the boy said. I should have been gone. You kept playing. I should have been done. But you know,
listen.
So that's my toxic.
You said the love we had stays in the coffin.
Stays in the coffin.
Yeah, because you a messy little bitch and I'm off you.
Hey,
I've been
Little Baby, you my kind of rapper.
I'm about to send y'all. Rapper. Yeah, I'm about to send y'all that record. When I tell you, Little Baby snapped on that one. Yeah, I was like, okay, boy, I hear you. I hear you.
Yes. Okay. All right, so we're gonna jump into these topics. We're talking about what we drinking, and hey, I need to share this with the people. We have the group, so I made you guys like, not moderators but hosts in the group, because every time I do it, it creates a live in so I can invite people to the live. So
okay.
And then I always share it, and then I'm surprised Herc ain't added it to his stuff. Let me do a share.
Right now.
Huh?
I'm adding folks right now. I'm inviting people right now.
I got you. So yeah, so they come on in and do the thug thizzle. Foley, I'm about to share this with you though. I'm gonna share it with people
Okay.
in that box so they can come on. I don't
Gotcha.
know what's going on, but
Well, you said you wanted to and it was a way I had this thing set. I guess I'm gonna do it long distance like this, the way I can chill. 'Cause I can't hold.
okay, long distance.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sharing it now to y'all, and I'll get. Oh Lord, people done been in my inbox. Lord, what they want, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Stay in the inbox, fellas.
I need the right one to be in my inbox. You know what I'm saying? You
Stay in
know
her inbox, fellas.
I need the right one in my inbox. You know what I'm saying?
Because her next thing might be in her inbox, and she's scrolling past.
You know, I don't be scrolling back. Now, y'all know, we got an extra little thing, right? An extra little folder in the thing in the box of the end, right? So we got an extra little folder, and the extra little folder be having
It's
some
still
stuff in there,
chopping.
huh?
You
And
can dry that
so
or dry this.
the
Cause I'm
extra
gonna
little
go in the house.
folder, I
It's
done
chopping
seen some
up. I
stuff.
can't do it like this.
I done seen some stuff. I
Okay.
didn't.
All
I
right.
didn't
Well,
want to see.
okay.
Okay, I just shared it.
Hold on, y'all.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. Let me switch because this Wi-Fi Jones is not gonna let me be.
Okay. We're gonna do that. We sharing it to the people. We're gonna let them come in. But I want comments tonight, man. Y'all want comments tonight. Man, my yard man trying to get at me. Do you understand me? They might have found me on TikTok. Huh?
He got a job. He got a successful business. He got a job.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know, he's probably a good role model.
Child, listen. Child, listen. Okay, here we go. All right, I want to wait on Foley, but I guess we could do the lighter topic first. All right, therapy. We talk about it all the time. We make it a thing all the time, right? Do you think, and I think people who are engaged should go prior to getting married, but do you think, like, if you're just in a relationship, do you think that in a relationship you need to have like couples therapy if you're in a relationship? Not just talking, I'm talking about like you're in a committed relationship with a partner. Do you think it's too soon to do it, or do you think it's the time to incorporate that is when you become engaged?
I think when you become engaged is the best time. I mean, you could be going to couples therapy. I've done it before.
In just a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you got to understand that, and our couple therapist told us from the beginning, my job isn't to keep y'all together. My job is to give y'all the tools so that y'all can work through the differences to figure stuff out, or make y'all see that, hey, these are the tools that I gave y'all may be better suited for other people. So my job is not to keep y'all together. It is more, to help give an unbiased opinion on situations and things that y'all may go through as a couple. So yeah, like I said, I went through couples therapy.
What do you want? You're begging. I already know. I'm sorry.
And then I've used those things in the next relationship or situationship, whatever the fuck we doing. And make it work, I guess.
Okay. So Foley, the question was
right.
Because I know you was transitioning to the house. The question was, do you think couples not engaged, but just you're in a serious committed relationship, do you think it's too soon for them to have therapy, or do you think that's a good thing? Or do you think they should wait till they get like engaged?
Yeah. So we're talking therapy as in group therapy, not one-on-one, because some people may need
therapy. Couple, not group therapy, a couple.
Yeah.
Me and you together.
But I'm saying, so like you're saying, like me and this other person, we go together as a couple to therapy.
Yeah.
And we're just dating.
Y'all are just, but no, not just dating, because I know it's levels to this. Y'all are in a committed relationship with one another.
That's to me, that's still not a definite. I mean, just look at life. You can commit to one team, and then when the going gets tough, you don't like that.
And then when Kobe changed teams, it's like
so I think we why I put my lick in? Oh, okay. I think we should only be in discussion of a couples or group type therapy when we have not only committed, but we have made that commitment a promise to be together. You get what I'm saying? So I would say it would have to be
engagement.
Yes, like we are engaged. Okay. We're moving forward. We're basically getting ready to mend our lives together more and deeper than just loving you so much. Because I don't know if you saw the post I put the other day where I said put these actions in order as what you feel least to important. You got infatuation, you got dating, you got seriousness, then you have you know what I'm saying? So people can be serious for years and not ever get married.
Yeah.
You know and so I don't think any type of therapy should be put in place unless you all are getting ready to make that solid commitment of marriage. I just, that's why I asked what you mean individually, because I mean, sometimes people have trauma, which someone told me about with, someone in my past. They were like, they had so much baggage and trauma from a previous relationship. No matter how hard I loved them, they were just no good. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, so maybe if she would have gotten help in that area, or the things that, she would always fault me on, maybe if she got some help in that area, it might have made us stronger. But since she didn't, hey, time passed, years gone by, never wasted, you just learn. So, but the thing was, we never said anything about marriage. Like, we never discussed getting married, never proposed, never set a date, never said, okay. Yeah, so I don't think therapy is a move for anybody that's just dating. Like, if you want to get it for yourself, great. Heal yourself. And that way, when you do decide to say, okay, now we're moving forward as a couple, and you do go to therapy, then a lot of those ghosts and goblins and skeletons in those closets don't come out. I remember me and my wife went through therapy. And yes, a lot of skeletons started coming out. And me and her had been dating like 8 years. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it was like, wait a minute, I've been knowing you for this long, and that skeleton has been there. This past has been there. This type of mentality is there. But we were committed to the long haul. Rings on. So it's time to either let it fly, or let it be. I don't think we should have did it, just dating. It's just not. It's too premature to me.
I got you. Okay, and I agree. I really think that individually we should work on ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm for, especially if you know you have past trauma from a past situation, I am absolutely positively for I'm absolutely positively for having individual therapy, right?
Mhm.
I think it helps any situation. And I think it can only make you a better person. However, as a couple, I think unless the melding of the lives together, I really think unless you are living together, I would go as far as that, because you're kind of merging lives at that point. And that's more of a committed stage than just dating, or we decided we only gonna date each other and be in a committed relationship like that. Because at that point you start to see some things when you move in with some, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I
and
mean,
then,
but I wouldn't do therapy though, Faith. Like
well, if
just because
it's,
we're living together don't mean that I'm committed to the
well,
relationship.
I'm just saying that's a form of merging. Yeah, I'm just saying that's a form of merging lives together. I'm not necessarily saying that it's necessary, but I'm saying sometimes when you're starting to kind of merge things together, y'all, because at this point, because I don't think therapy is only for trauma, right? When
Right.
you go to therapy or couples counseling or whatever that looks like, you're putting things all out on the table. So it's not just mentally where you are, financially where you are, you know what I'm saying, physically where those are some of the things that I think needs to be discussed. Because if we moving in together, and we have a 50-50, or I'm gonna pay the rent and the utilities, and you pay the car insurance. You get what I'm saying? Like, certain things need to be mapped out, and a lot of times people don't know how to do that. People
But I, but I,
don't.
but I don't think therapy. That's to me, Faith.
And
That's
what
so
am I? Maybe counseling, maybe a form of counseling. I'm
But
just saying.
I wouldn't do counseling either, because like, look at this. All right, so we move in together. We've been living together for 3 months. No matter what the arrangement is, we've been together for 3 years, 4 years, however long we living together. Our lives have already started to mend, right? And
Right.
and if you have to me, like I said, it's just too premature, because once you so when you go to this therapy session, right? And you're in there with this person who's, how Herc said, I'm not telling you how your relationship should work. I'm giving you tools that you can use for your relationship, right? We
Right.
get there and certain things come out at that point. I don't care whether it's 3 years, 5 years, 8 years. If we haven't genuinely committed to spending our life together, we're just living together based on means and how we feel about each other. It's kind of like what 50 said, love ain't enough. You get what I'm saying? So if I heard, okay, like I said, back to my wife, if I heard some of those skeletons and we were just dating and living together, which we did live together. So if I just heard that before I made the mind or
You
made my
would be
commitment
gone.
up that I was going to marry this woman,
Yeah.
if I heard some of them skeletons during our we together, just kicking it, I love her so much that I kill somebody behind her, but I'm not ready to marry her. I don't want to. I don't see my life fully with her. If I would have did premature counseling and those skeletons came out, sometimes you can't come back from certain things you hear. You get what I'm saying? And it would have been a thorn, or it would have been a staple. Not saying that you should wait to trap somebody then tell them the truth, but I think that the therapy between couples should be something where the couple has committed to the long term, not just because we're dating, not just because we're living together for means, not just because I love you so much I will die behind you. If that's the case, then we should move forward with marriage, right? We should move forward
Yeah.
with the forever commitment. So what's stopping you from that commitment, or what's going on to where you feel like you have to have therapy in order to make up in your mind, like, yes, I now I want to marry this person. So like I said, to me, it's just premature to do something that involves both of you all at such an early stage, because at any moment somebody can change. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, not saying that just because we're engaged you can't change, so I promise you all, that's just me. That's just me. And I understand and I'm just saying from where I did. I live with, my now wife. I lived with her for 6 years. You
Okay.
get what I'm saying? We dated for like 2 years. Then I
Right.
lived there for, well, it was about maybe like 5 years, about 5 years. And then the idea was like, okay, hey, you know, we done went through some ups and downs. We done went through all the catching of the phones, and you know what I'm saying? So what's the worst? Okay, you know what I'm saying? This person stuck by me, I stuck by this person. So now I genuinely cannot see myself with anyone else. So even with the skeletons and things that was exposed during therapy, my level of commitment was still high. And I don't think it would have worked if it was prematurely done just because we like a whole lot. You get what I
mean? Yeah. I get you. I feel you. Okay. All right. Well, I like that answer. All right. Now
so,
this next,
babe, before you go to any therapy, he need to put a ring on.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to say this. I just see certain couples, they've been together for a long ass time. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of times there are a lot of people like you saying y'all were together 8 years before you actually got married. Hey, y'all, I got my homegirl Wendy coming on too. What's up, Wendy?
Hey.
Okay. I see couples that live together for a million years, right?
Uh-huh.
And my thing is, if we done been together for 10, 12, 11 years, some got in a lot of times, sometimes we don't know where issues lie, if that makes sense. So there might be some issues in the bedroom where I might not be as open, right? You don't know why I'm not as open. You get what I'm saying? Certain things I feel like if y'all just been dating for 2-3 years, nah. You know what I'm saying? But if you are, to me, that's a form of commitment, even though you have not gotten me. Now, for me, personally, no. But for some people, that's a form of commitment. You've been together. I know people who have been boyfriend and girlfriend for 20-some years. Now, for me, I don't want to be known as your special friend in the program at your funeral. I don't want to do that. However, that's not a problem for certain people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I know some personally. Her level of marriage is like, why would I do it? She will date someone that gives her the world, makes her feel amazing, but the idea of being married to this person, she runs to the hills. She will legit dump this person, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like, you don't want to be married, which she had been married before, but it was a situational marriage. She got married, she got pregnant, right? So after that divorce, after that 2 years, after that, she's like, I'm going to date around. I'm going to see different guys. But the moment a guy feels the need to say, I want you as my wife, that man is gone. You be like, damn, you got another dude? You posting another guy? Why? Because her level of commitment, the ceiling is marriage. She don't want to get there. She don't care to be married anymore. And she's a perfectly good woman. Beautiful, everything going about it. But she just don't want that level of commitment from a man again. And she's happy dating guys, which I've seen her dating guys almost 7-8 years. You know what I mean? And
without having that physical commitment.
Exactly.
And so in those situations, I probably could see where maybe there is some therapy that, I'm just some type of counseling, not necessarily like therapy, but some type of counseling. You know what I'm saying? If that's where if you want to stay in that situation and want to make it work. I just been dating you for 2-3 years, absolutely not. But if there is that, to me, that's a level of commitment. Although her commitment level ain't marriage, but you willing to be in a relationship with somebody for 7 to 8 years, that's still commitment.
My ex, his aunt and uncle were together for like 30-some years, and he decided to marry her. And then, like a year after they got married, that's when he died. And my ex was like, I want a kind of relationship like my aunt and uncle. I was like, no, I don't want to be your woman friend or your special friend for 30-some years. It's not happening, Jack.
Yeah. Well, those people cut from a different generation. Like,
they cut from a different cloth.
I've seen my
different.
uncle you better not ever talk about combining incomes and combining lives. But those folks were like the happiest ever. You get what I'm saying? And you was like, so y'all were never married? Like, no, we never. Like, both my aunt and uncle passed now, but I guarantee you, up until maybe like right before, or maybe right after he died. Like after he died, that's when it kind of came out. Like that wasn't our uncle, but this man has been with my auntie since we were little. You get what I'm saying? But they never tied any knots. They just loved each other, and he did was for her, the house, the cars. She was well taken care of. But when he passed, in the program, she was not listed as wife. We were like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? But come to find out, they never.
I mean for that to happen. I'm sorry.
But so like I said, that generation is cut from a different cloth. I think this generation now they don't care to get married, but at the same time they don't care to be committed. They'll get somebody new as soon as the one don't work. It's like they'll jump fiddle ASAP. It don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute, Dave. Why you sound like that? Well,
I just said yeah. That's all I said.
You can't stand her.
That's all I said. Huh? What happened?
What's up, Faye?
Nothing's up. Nothing's up. I'm still out here on the prowls. I'm still out here looking for Mr. That's not not Mr. No, not Mr. No.
He is. He in your inbox.
Had to rethink that shit. Not Mr.
He in your inbox and you ignoring him.
You said what?
He in your inbox and you ignoring him.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you who is really on me like white on damn right. My damn yard man. My yard man is on me like white on rice, and I'm not okay with it. Listen.
Why not?
No, I'm good.
He got a job.
I'm not. I'm good. I'm good.
Wait. He got a job. He's an entrepreneur himself, so he understands what it's like to run a business and be busy.
I'm good. I can't.
He can lead other people because he's a business owner. What's the problem? What's the problem? Once, hey, you know what? Why not go on one date and see what happens?
I might do one day.
What was the movie?
Huh?
Terry Crews' character was liking on Coco Brown's character, whatever her name was, and he was an entrepreneur too. I'm like, hey, is he cute?
I will see. That's I might see. We'll see. He come help me with my flower bed because I'm trying to get my life together over here.
Hey,
don't look at me like that with those judgmental eyes. Don't do it.
Okay.
She been saying for weeks. For weeks. I'm out here. I'm trying. I'm waiting. But this man is.
I'm starting to think.
Sometimes God gives you the man that you need, not what you want.
Exactly. And I'm starting to think that Faith is more in love with the hunt than actually being caught.
No. I ain't in love with no hunt.
I think
no.
I think Faith right now.
Let me say this.
Awe and admiration.
Let me say this. You know what? Let me say this to y'all.
But you're not ready.
Hold on. Let me say this to y'all. I don't know why I'm finna say this, but I'm finna say this. I'm willing to allow you to set me up on a blind date. I am willing to do that.
Who will do?
You, Big Hurt, and you, Foley, to set me up on the blind. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that type of responsibility.
What? Hurt? Not you?
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Why Hurt?
I don't want that type of responsibility.
Why Hurt?
For the simple fact that if it does not work out.
You gonna blame him? You gonna blame
You gonna blame me?
I'm not. It's a blind date. I know what it is. If I don't like the nigga, I don't like the nigga. I'm not gonna blame you. It ain't gonna be your fault, Hurt. It's not gonna be your fault. I'm telling you right now.
Let me go on record by saying
it's not gonna be your fault.
He said his name is Bennett, and he ain't
will not participate in that aspect.
Huh?
Now, what I will encourage.
I was beating
Hurt.
I will encourage you to talk to that man that takes care of your flower bed.
Well, hold on, Hurt.
The way you said that, I don't like.
Let's add this stipulation in, Hurt. Now,
okay.
If me and Hurt do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not necessarily saying we're finding you Mr. Right.
No, I'm not saying it at all. I said a blind date.
Finding Mr. Right now. That means someone that gives you the energy you need, the passion you're looking for, to bring you to a place where you're healed, and then you may just find that man that you need. Because see, me and Hurt, we can't control the date. We can't control.
I didn't say. This is what I said. Y'all ain't hear what I said. What I said was I'm willing to allow you and you to sit on blind date. I don't know what blind date you gonna set me up on. I'm willing to allow you to do that. That's what I said. Blind date. I know what blind date means.
Can I feel
I'm not gonna blame Foley. I'm not gonna blame her. You know if it's somebody you know and they full of shit, you know they full of shit. No. But I'm not going to blame y'all because that person is their own person. I'm not gonna blame you because it's a blind date. I understand the assignment. You get what I'm coming from?
Can I film it?
Hey, Charmaine.
Can we make it a
docu? Y'all see that? It's in the bottom of the screen. This is dope. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. So the comments now in StreamYard, you know how we see it over here and I have to put it on the screen. It's already on the screen. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. Well, right hand on my right on the screen. So, hey, Charmaine. So, listen. I'm cool. I'm going to let y'all do it. I'm going to let y'all huddle. Y'all get that. Y'all in the group chat. Y'all can start a new group chat without me. I'm cool with that. Y'all can huddle. I'm going to let y'all do that. Because I'm not picky. I'm picky, but I'm not picky. Let me back up. I'm picky. There's certain things I ain't going to be able to get with. I don't want no cancer stick puffer. I don't want that. Don't want that. Okay. Don't want that. So I definitely don't want that. That's a no-no. Now, if you drink, I'm cool. As long as you're not an alcoholic. Because I do the drinks. I'm a whole, bartender out here in these streets. So I'm okay with that. But I'm open. I'm open. Okay. I'm open. I'm not gonna be that person, right? Yes, blind date, Charmaine, blind date. And I'm letting my brothers do this for me. You might want to consult with Curtis Pettis too, Hurt. I know you might not want to.
Even Charmaine saying it. What? No.
A nigga need love, and I just feel like
the long guy's trying to be your love interest.
He's a cancer puff smoker. I can't do that.
Oh, okay, then yeah. If that's your hard no, then
I can't do that. I can't.
If that's your hard no, then no, don't do it.
That might have been on me like white on rice though, but I can't. He can't. I cannot do cigarettes no more. I'm not picky. Hold on, Charmaine. What? Charmaine said I was picky.
You just said it.
I ain't picky.
You just said it 30 seconds ago. I'm
Did I say I was picky?
Yes.
I said I'm okay. I said I did. Okay, I take it back. I'm a little picky. I don't smoke. Okay. Now let me say this. If you're a garden smoker, I don't have a problem with it. That's fine. That came from the earth, the ground. I don't get a problem with it. I'm not judging that. Cigarettes, they're disgusting. They're disgusting. You understand what I'm saying?
So
they are disgusting.
Is he a cigarette smoker?
Who?
The long guy.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't doing it.
I can dig that.
I'm not doing it. I have a child that has asthma, and I don't like cigarettes at all. Do not. Don't like them. My heart no. I relaxed that standard for one person.
We'll get it together.
You know how that ended up. So no.
Yeah, we'll get it together, Hurt. I'm
just saying, huddle, brothers.
Okay.
Get Curtis in on the conversation. That's fine. But huddle, my brothers, huddle.
All right, now let's move on to the
next topic. Because y'all, we're not gonna be on Fine Faith today. Okay. So the next topic. All right, so this was inspired by this one. If y'all caught Herc's 3-year anniversary last night, Herc had a 3-year live anniversary episode last night for Herc's World. He also announced his winners that's going to be co-hosted with him on Herc's World. I'm super excited because one of the people that I was really rooting for, I won't say who, is going to be on there. And I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But last night y'all touched on the subject that y'all was talking about the soft girl era. And y'all were talking about how y'all women supposed to already be soft. I don't understand why I got to make you soft. I don't understand. You ain't gonna make me be a man. Some of you niggas ain't a man. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Some of y'all ain't got manly quality. Y'all do, paying bills don't make you a man. That's all I'm saying. So the soft girl era, okay? How do y'all feel about that? Like, women say they want to be in a soft girl era. I want to be in my soft girl era. That does not necessarily mean that I'm not helping my man with the bills, but I don't want to have to worry about the bills either. You see what I'm saying? So let me hear from you guys. Herc, you was there, you was listening, because I don't think you said much on that soft girl era thing. But your bros had a lot to say about the soft girl era. So I want to hear from you guys, and then I want to give my stance on it because I feel like I don't think y'all fully understand what that 100% means. So I'm gonna let Herc go first.
I'm gonna let Foley go first.
Why you gonna let Foley go first?
You already know what I'm finna say.
What you finna say?
Y'all women say, put me in my soft girl era, whatever that means to them. But at the same time, you have to be willing to let a man put you in the soft girl era.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about that because that was my rebuttal.
Out here hollering Miss Independent and then want somebody to coddle you or take care of you. But 10 seconds ago, you was hollering, I'm independent. I don't need no man.
I got your rebuttal because I said, man, I wish he had the little thing.
I'm never going to say I don't need a man. I'm never going to say I don't need a man.
Okay, go ahead.
But in order to, in my opinion, quote unquote, be in your soft girl era, as they say, you have to be willing to be led. And a lot of men and women, I'm gonna start with the guys. Some guys aren't in a position or have not learned how to lead. And a lot of women, no matter how hard y'all say, oh, I want to be submissive, y'all don't know how to submit.
Okay. I got you. Okay. Foley?
Well, personally, any woman I deal with, she's allowed and she's able to be in this soft girl. I genuinely adore a woman who is or can be in a soft girl era with me. I feel my responsibility as a man to not only make sure that this woman's life becomes a lot easier than it was before I came in her life. I feel like it's my responsibility to make her, how did I put this, a better woman than she was before when I came in her life. Meaning that I'm dealing with this woman and I genuinely like this woman, want to build with this woman. I find it easy for me to pick up a lot of the burdens that I have been on her shoulders. That's just me. If I'm dealing with you, I don't ever want to see you upset. I don't want to ever see you struggle. That's really the main thing. Like I can't control your day. I can't control, what type of energy you're around 24/7. But when you come to me, or having to make you happy as a woman, you should be in that space. The woman, I don't, and so whatever burdens I can take off your shoulder, meaning that if you work 12 hours and you have to come home and cook, why do you have to first of all work 12 hours? That's going to be the first thing that we need to work on. And then the second thing is, if you do have to work 12 hours, why do you have to come home to cook? Why can't I not cook? So I just find it, me as a man in my space now, I adore making a woman or having a woman in that soft girl era. If a woman is too hard, then, I don't take it personally. I just say, hey, I understand, maybe the guys you dealt with before me allowed you to struggle, allowed you to be, having to deal with all these problems, allowed you, because I'm just, I guess with me, I would be the male who has the ability to lead, but at the same time appreciate a woman who can also take lead. So I just don't see it as a problem with having a woman or being the man to allow a woman to be in her soft girl era. I adore it. I adore it. You mess with me, you don't struggle. Bills, life responsibilities. If I can come on your job and smack the shit out of your boss if he makes you feel away.
Oh, can you do it? I'm sorry, I said that out loud.
But that's
Girl, and you know your boss is a woman. Why you want to do that?
yeah, I mean
Your boss is a woman. Why you want to do
that? I don't think as
what
a
do you
woman
mean?
that's in any woman in my life. You're in my life, you're not struggling. You're in my life, you're not struggling. Your car should not be beat up. Your bills should not be dragging behind. Your children should not. I just don't see that.
One medium.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. I should, even something simple as the way I text you. Even with my wife, sometimes I'm not going to text her. I'm going to send her a voice message. I'm going to send her a video. I'm going to do something different every so often to let her know, like, hey, it's okay. Whatever is going on, I got it. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to be able to wipe everything off of her, but at the same time, I love it. I love it. I love being that man. I love being that genuine man to give that energy to her. And I think men have gotten away from that. It's like TD, the comedian TD said, it's like niggas nowadays want a best fucking homeboy that they can fuck every once in a while.
Roommate.
Yeah, they want a roommate that they can kick shit with and watch her go down the drain if she can't swim. And he was like, the real men have now gotten away from pampering. I don't, and I don't take it as a loss. You spend money on a female, you kick it with her, you make sure her life is better, but y'all don't work out. Fuck that shit. Let her go on, Like I like, I like what Rick Ross said. Even if we break up, I'm gonna deposit 100,000 in your bank account. Hopefully you can live, because I don't want to see you struggle after me. Hopefully after you left me, you go up. If you go down after me, then I'm gonna feel like I didn't do my job as a man in your life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how
comes from Rick damn Ross.
Yeah, that's how I feel about
If you struggle after me, that's your fault.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, like I said, every woman is not going to be open to, like her said, a woman has to allow it to happen. But I feel like that a woman will allow what a man has shown, and has shown that woman that, baby, when this bill comes in, if you got to sit here and put 2 nickels together, stand over here and shrug my shoulder like I don't know how we're gonna get a nickel, then I'm a bump. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that bill come and you say that bill, I'm gonna be like, look, give it to me, and I'm gonna take care of this. You keep your nickel, go do something for yourself. That's just the type of era I am. I've been for really about 20 years of my life. You get what I'm saying? Because it where help a woman, I wouldn't dare, do something for, like, what? Me spend money? Nah, what? You ain't got what? You get the tire chain? Man, look, you for these. Why? You get what I'm saying? And so it just took me growing up to realize that I truly adore when a woman is in her soft girl era. And that's all I got to say on this subject.
Gotcha. Wendy? You got piano playing.
Oh yeah, I got this. I got it on this jazz thing station, but it's like this. Let a man tell me, hey, you don't have to work no more. What I do? What you want me to do? What you want me to do? I will cook. I mean, what you want me to do? As long as I can work my business, I'll be your piece. You won't hear nothing from me. If you taking care of me like that, I'll be your piece. And I'll be still.
Come on, peace be still. Okay, so for me, okay. So first of all, soft girl era, and I like what a lot of what Foley said, but soft girl era, for me, I've not been in a relationship where a man has said, hey babe, you ain't got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Chill out. So I guess that's why I ain't married, because ain't nobody came in and said, yo, I don't have a problem with being submissive. I don't have a problem with being that girl. I don't have a problem with being supportive. I got you. I'm a support. I want to be somebody's helpmeet. That's what I want to do. That's my goal in life. I want to be my man's helpmeet. So like, baby, you want to do movies? You want to be a comedian? You want to do the tow truck business? Whatever you want to do, let's do it together, baby. I'm gonna be your dispatcher. I want to be your helpmeet. That's what I want to do. But I want to do that for the person that's willing to say, hey, babe, sit your ass down. You've been doing this by yourself for too long.
Man, what?
I ain't got no problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. I will follow your ass to the ends of the goddamn earth. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I have had to do, though, is I have dated guys or been in a relationship with guys who ain't on this shit. They on the this is mine and this is yours and you take care of your responsibilities. And I'm gonna do it because that's what the fuck I've had to do.
No. How about this? They on the 50-50 stuff, but want me to do all the housework and stuff.
Right. Let me tell you this, right, motherfucking now. If I got to go 50-50 on bills, that means I am working. That means whoever gets to the house first, goddamn it, you gonna put this food on. Whoever gets to, you gonna put the laundry. I ain't doing 50-50 and I got to be, no. What I'm saying to you is, if I'm having to work, I'm a work for the family. So my thing is the goal of the family. And I think what we get away from a lot of times is we get away from the goal of the family. So I had a conversation with a guy I was dating at one point in time, and he had said, well, if I'm making this amount of money, you shouldn't have to work. Okay, so what am I going to do? Oh, Oh, you can like wash the dishes or something at the house. I don't have a problem with doing it. But you want me sitting around the house all day and clean up and make sure your dinner done. But what are we doing as a goal of the family? How am I supporting you? What are we doing as far as this, that, and the third? And he couldn't give me an answer to that question.
But you know what? This is something that I on my podcast when we talked about this before, in which I want to invite my homegirl Nikki. She's in Texas. Me and her used to go live all the time.
Yeah.
Of course, something that we talked about on the podcast as the soft girl era. In the end, a woman wants security.
That's it.
And so, as a man, if you are able to make that woman feel secure in all facets, not just fact of are you cheating or you have to go to a certain extent as a man in a woman's life to show her that she is secure with you. And when I heard that from someone, this young girl said everything was amazing with this man until the point where I didn't feel secure with him. And I said, damn, like, so just because you felt like something should have been handled and he either didn't step up to do it or he felt like, well, it ain't my responsibility. She was like, yeah, I don't play that because in the end, I love you, but if I'm not secure. So it's just like, right? Just imagine if you lived in a house where all your windows were open, your front door had no locks and it sat wide open, your bedroom door was wide open, you had a sign out front that said open to the public, and you were and you're expected to sleep in this house with all of your valuables. You wouldn't feel secure. You would pack your shit up and run to the nearest security. And soft girl era boils down to how a man makes a woman feel secure. And a woman will, if you make a woman feel secure with you, man, she will break her back to make sure that certain things are straight. And of course I grew up with 17 girls. So I've seen the hood chicks all the way up to the chicks that have been the backbone for their man. And in the end, your hood chick finds security in that dusty bum ass nigga in the hood. Why? Because he's a sense of security. Either he got 17 guns in the house or he could protect them. It boils down to security. And emotionally, we fall in love with people, but the moment we feel like we're not safe with them or we can't trust them, that breaks all the security. That breaks. And the moment I can't respect you is the moment I definitely got to get away from you. You get what I'm saying? Because and so that's why I say I think even on my podcast, it just boiled down because like listening to you, Faye, and listening to the other young lady, it boils down to security. The moment baby, you are secure with me. You like, what the hell you want your eggs scrambled?
What you want, baby? Scrambled, over easy, eggs Benedict.
So here's why I think the disconnect happened on my show. Mm-hmm. The guys as a panel were saying, hey, we're doing all these things to make you feel secure. There are certain women who feel all those things, but they still want to have this hard shell, like they have to do it on their own because that's all they know, and they don't know how to relinquish power. It wasn't about it's never about, oh well, you got to do this, you got to do that. If I'm doing everything, even if you're going 50-50, but you feel secure, then why is it so hard for you to say, why is it so hard for you to relinquish power and say, hey, my man got me, or we got this together because I'm secure and I don't have to come off as this rough.
So this is based on what they were saying, and because I commented on that, and I said I have had to And it goes back to Jill Scott says this: you can tell me what to do, but you can't tell me what to do. But if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. Get what I'm saying? So hear me out. That means for the right nigga, for the right man that's providing that security and providing that 100%. But the reason why that woman ain't bowed down to what you providing is because she don't feel 100% secure. It's something in you that she don't feel 100% secure in.
And then also you got to think about it like this, Faith. It's also something in her.
It is something in her. I agree with
it. If she doesn't know what secure looks like, she's not going to ever feel it. She got to figure out what's going on.
Well, let me because forgive me, Big Hurt, forgive me. It's that word relinquish power really bothering me. In a relationship, why do you feel that someone has to relinquish power? Can I ask that in all fairness? Why did the word we want to be men for our women, but they won't relinquish power? Is that just the wrong context, or do you mean like we want to be men for our women, but they won't allow us to be that man in their life? Or did the word power? Because when I think about power, that's like coming into a nation that's not strong enough, like how America did Costa Rica, right? America went into Costa Rica and said, Costa Rica, you're not strong enough to Japan places like it. So, but because of your land belongs to us, you do what we say do in Costa Rica, then we can protect you. So when you say the word, when you said that your bros were saying we do those things for women, but they won't relinquish power, it's throwing me because I'm like, I would never ask my woman to power. If anything, her power should be supported in a way where she feels comfortable being even more powerful with me as a man in her life. I don't think she has to relinquish or allow to lead. She's going to naturally lead, or I mean, she's going to naturally follow. She's going to naturally listen. And at the same time, I understand that her power is just as powerful as mine. So I don't need her to relinquish. You know, I want her to be strong in order for us to go to the next level in life. Because it's power to me, and all I know how to do is cut grass. All the fuck she's gonna know how to do is cut grass. We can be able to grow in many different things. So when you say relinquish power, explain that to me, because I'm like, no, as a man, you don't want a sister to relinquish power, brother. You want her to be powerful, keep strong, but you as a man should give her a sense of security where she says, I'm going to put my strength behind what he says. I don't need to be weak. I don't need to be carried around by my hand. I need to be allowed to walk side by side with my man just as powerful. But the world, when they see us, knows, oh shit, she is strong, but she has a strong man. Michelle Obama did not relinquish power next to Obama. You get what I'm saying? And you can see that with how Obama and Michelle carry themselves. Right. Michelle, them folks about to wanted to make Michelle the fucking president. You get what I'm saying?
Y'all can have this White House shit.
Yeah, she so Big Hurt. You know what I'm saying? I always play the devil advocate, brother. I love you, but I just gotta hear, what do you and your bro mean by relinquish power?
And Wendy, do me a favor, turn your music down just a little bit.
Okay.
Over there, all I hear is electric keys.
So when I say relinquish power, not in a sense of she's not powerful or she's doing anything or she's being seen as less than. It's saying, okay, I'm safe or I'm secure in the things that in allowing my partner to lead, so I can walk by him side by side.
Right.
So like being submissive.
Yeah, being submissive. Not and like you said, maybe relinquish power was the wrong word. But to be submissive is what a lot of women say they can do but don't do, and to lead is what a lot of men say they can do but also don't do.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I get both sides, but the whole soft girl era thing came about because women say, "Oh, I want this man that does this, this, and this," and what it all boils down to, like y'all said, they want to feel secure. And then when you find a man that makes you feel secure, because you're so used to being head of household,
right,
or you don't know how to. I think and I'm gonna say this: we as a society say we want this type. I want to feel secure. I want to feel protected. I want to feel safe. I want to feel loved. All that, and then when you get all those things, because you're not used to it, you fuck it up or you fumble it. Then you get mad. Oh, bitches ain't shit, niggas ain't shit.
Yeah.
Because you got exactly what you wanted, and because you could not handle it, you fumbled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women are still hollering, put me in my soft girl era.
Yeah.
And men still hollering, let me lead. And nobody's really getting what they want because people are getting they checking all these boxes, but because you ain't ready to accept what you really been wanting, you mess it up.
Yeah, I could dig that. And that's one of the African proverbs behind poly relationships. Just as a man, if you don't lead the woman in the right way, if you don't lead the woman in the right way, she has by all rights to go and find a warrior, or find a man that will lead her. And sometimes that man may end up with 2 or 3. As long as neither woman lacks, he is responsible. That's where the poly relationships thing coming from. So I definitely understand that hurt, and I'm glad you changed the word, because relinquish to me relinquish is almost like saying diminish or give away. And I hope no sisters out there are giving away their power. I don't give a damn how strong the man is. I hope you're not giving away your power, because the moment that things don't work, or the moment that he feels like, oh well, I don't want to do this anymore, now you're such a weak and feeble woman that you'll fall and go for anything. And I've seen that, where this woman just say, oh, I'm submissive to this guy. This guy was a fucking bum, but and then he checked all the check marks. He was an amazing guy until he wasn't. And now you've relinquished or given away all of your power, and now the guy is basically making you look tacky, making you look like a bum, and you have relinquished so much of yourself that you can't even stand on your feet alone. And I remember when you were strong. So I just didn't like that word relinquish, but I did what you're saying, Hurt. Women have to allow men to put them in that era, and that's not saying, lose your power or, give it away or not use it. It's just saying that, hey, if I run across a Hurt or I run across a Foley and this man is showing me a sense of security, then I should, no matter what Tom and Jerry did over here made me look silly.
Not Tom and Jerry.
And
you done gave up Earl?
Yeah. Allow him to do that, which, like I said, you have some women that just stuck there, man. They just stuck there. I got a homegirl right now she just does everything by herself, makes amazing money by herself. When it comes to men, they're almost, to her, men are like, what's the word I'm using? Is it expendable?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need no dude. Like, dude, I don't like, if dude even make 100,000, she's like I do that in 2-3 months. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't just come to me like your money is going to be my security. And I'd be like, man, you you know, but she's the coolest woman in the world, like coolest lady in the world.
But security is more than money, and that's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Right.
It's more than money. I know women who make more money than they men, and they feel secure as hell in their relationships. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not about money, and a lot of guys go straight to money.
Well, I don't think it's about money. I think it's more about the security of knowing that your partner has your back,
right?
And that's what I said on your live.
And I'll speak for me. The last relationship that I was in, I know I didn't pull her out of her soft girl era because, like, did she feel protected? Yeah, to a certain extent. But her biggest character flaw on me was she couldn't trust me if things got dicey. Is the word we'll use. Am I gonna make sure you straight? Yeah, but am I also gonna kind of fuck off money and not really care about it? Yeah. And it got to a point, it's like, look, I can't continue to let you do that. So she felt secure to a certain extent, which is why she was never able to fully to fully be able to, like, all right, I can submit. And now, she submitted to a certain extent, like was things done and all that, yeah. But I can take accountability for me saying, hey, I didn't do everything I was supposed to do to make you feel secure enough to say, all right, when the chips are down, I know he gonna come through. So, but and I feel like that's a lot of people in relationships right now. They don't necessarily see that that character trait in their partner, which is why they're kind of just like, yeah, okay, he cool, he a great guy, he put it down in the bedroom, but I gotta do XYZ because I don't trust him enough.
Yeah.
Do. And that's why a lot of women don't enter that soft girl era. And the ones that do, they are fully secure in their partner.
And y'all gonna keep but my phone is on like 8%, y'all.
I mean, hold on, real quick. We taking up a collection for Brother Foley.
My
nigga need a charger, okay?
What kind of charger you need?
Boom. Where my charger?
Cause I just feel like at this point,
it's still okay, y'all. Hold on.
Cause I just be like, Foley, West way, house way, it doesn't make any sense way.
I told y'all I was gonna be like an hour. Hold on.
I know what you said.
Yeah.
But this every week, nigga. This every week. We need you a charger. Do we need to send you a power bank? Look.
Yeah. I need one of them joints. So hold on, y'all.
I need somebody to look. We need to put Brother Foley's
So look, y'all, while we on here, this like my dad passed about 10, 12 years ago, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So, all right. So, like
same here.
My mom has been by herself, y'all. So look, this is what I got my mom's, man. I don't know if he gonna come.
Oh, adorable! I'm allergic to them, but that's adorable.
Yeah. So I got.
Cats are evil.
I got
mom running here. Look here, Elmira Jr. Get out of here.
It's my room.
I don't care. I'm live.
I got my mom's there, child. So I got to take this to my mom's like before it gets too late. But yeah, I got the little cat for my mom for her birthday. She's gonna be by herself. But hold on, let me find this plug.
Okay, get the plug because I'm tired of you. We gonna put Brother Foley's Cash App in And so y'all can donate to the United Negro Foley Fund. So he
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to take my mic off because I get plugged to the. Okay, let me see if this joint.
I'm gonna need you to work it out.
All right. Okay. Boom. I'm plugged on the charger. Are we?
Okay.
You hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
We can see you.
I don't have a microphone now, so I know I probably sound.
We can hear you just fine.
Okay. I'm in the outside part of the house. Okay.
All right, here we go. Next topic. Cassie, Megan, Hallie. Okay. So we gonna put Cassie on the end. We're gonna start with Megan because Megan is light work right now. So apparently, one of Kelsey's bodyguards have stated that he overheard Kelsey saying that she shot Megan. Now, of course, everybody, which I don't seem to understand, is of course the tape. Y'all heard, everybody heard the tape where dude was like, I need to apologize to Megan. I was fucked up. I was drunk. Da 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 da. A B C D E F G. But really, what Tory actually went to jail for is because he was a felon around a gun. They can't be around certain things. Guns is one of them. That's what he is actually in jail for. Okay. So Megan went and took to social media, and she said she thinks this is all weird. Now, let me say this, and let me say why I think this is funny. That all of a sudden a bodyguard comes out and says, I overheard Kelsey, because the bodyguard wasn't there, saying that she shot Megan. This man comes out the day after Tory allegedly gets stabbed, because I don't believe that man stabbed until I see that nigga in the hospital. I'm just going to keep it 100. Got stabbed in prison. And so now all of a sudden you want to come out and say, oh, by the way, I heard Kelsey say, where were you during the trial? I heard Kelsey say she shot Megan.
That's hearsay anyway.
Hearsay, right? But I overheard, I wasn't there, but I overheard Kelsey say, I shot Megan. So Megan took to social media and was saying, yo, that man shot me. This is weird. Here's the thing. This is why I'm with Megan. Let me tell you why I'm with Megan. Megan did not say, she didn't tell the police that man shot her. Megan didn't say nothing until Tory and his people started trolling her online. If Tory had just kept his mouth closed, we wouldn't be here. Tory and the machine started trolling this girl online. Started doing all kind of stuff. And so she said, okay, let me get online. Hey, Tory Lane shot me. Boom. There we go. Kelsey was mad at her. She claimed she was mad at her because she said that Megan wouldn't go online and say she didn't shoot her. But then after she went online and said, dude shot her, we understand the underlying issue. We understand she used to date Tory. And then Megan started dating Tory. I get it. The boy was a toss around. He was community opinion. You got a whole husband. Why you mad at that? But she was mad at it. Okay? So, here's my thing. Okay? You in jail, dog. You in jail because you was around a weapon. You are a felon. You weren't supposed to be around that weapon. Period. I don't care what you say. At the end of the day, that's what you went to jail for. That's what you in jail for. Because for whatever reason, whatever crime you committed when you committed it, excluded you from being around this weapon. And you was around this weapon. I don't know if it was your weapon or not, but you was around this weapon. You weren't supposed to be around this weapon. So the police, because whoever shot, I believe Tory shot the girl, but whoever shot at the girl, okay, you knew they had the gun. You was there when they shot it. Had you kept your mouth closed, guess where we wouldn't be? Right here. You wouldn't be in jail. You wouldn't be allegedly stabbed. None of that would have happened. Period. Thoughts?
who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe Megan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? Protect black women at all costs. Let's start
That's
there.
where I am with that, because that's
Now,
the theme of this.
but on the flip side,
Okay.
it is very, very weird that now granted, it is weird that she does have to relive the constant trauma of being
Over
shot
and over again.
over and over again. If he went to jail for being around a firearm, cool, whatever. If he, I didn't care enough to follow the whole trial.
That's what he's in jail for. He's not in jail for shooting her. He's in jail for being in I don't know if it was in possession, but you ain't supposed to be around certain stuff when you a felon.
Right. I didn't, but like I said, I didn't watch the whole testimony.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just knew she had a couple bodies and she had to talk about her bodies like
right.
all that. So if you know you're a felon, you know you're not supposed to do certain things. I also feel like black people get a certain type of money and they feel like they're untouchable. This is a case of a black person getting too much money and feeling like they are untouchable.
And we're gonna talk about that in just a minute.
For the simple, like, you can't do certain things because you got a record. Just because you have amassed this nice little amount of money or this wealth,
yeah,
does not mean you are above the law.
Right.
And because you look like me and you look like other people on the panel, you definitely can't act. And you definitely got to move different.
You got to move different.
If he shot Meg, he shot her, he in jail, whatever. Stop making this woman relive her trauma over and over again. If y'all gonna let the man out of jail, if he got stabbed, let the man out of jail. If y'all not, let him shut up, Tory, serve your time, do the little 3 years, 3 years that they gonna let you off anyway, and go on about your business, bro. Like,
and go back to Canada while you at it. That's how I feel. All right, we're going around the round table, Foley.
I didn't believe it in the beginning. To me, we have to look at what they meant by shot. Being grazed by a ricocheting bullet does not necessarily mean that I shot you with intent to harm.
But if you shot at me, one of them bullets gonna hit. I don't care if it's ricocheted or not. If you shot at me,
let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've been there, right? I've been there in the heat of passion where someone fired a gun at my foot. Now, if that bullet would have ricocheted, hit me in the big toe or the leg or whatever, yes, I would be shot. But to make it sound like this person deliberately shot me with the intent to kill is what I think a lot of people have looked at Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion in that situation. What's up? Nah, my phone was about to die. They was like they weren't gonna let. I had to.
We be clowning him because his phone be dying
all the time. Every time I'm on this percent, I'm on 5%, I'm on 2%.
My bad, y'all. Look, I'm gonna have to find a way to do it. But yeah, tell Spark I say what's up. What I'm trying to do is show that, by all means, yes, you shouldn't harm a woman, right? But the actions that happened that night around everything, and as far as her being like, you know, oh, I'm shot in the foot, and everybody's saying, oh, poor Megan. You got to think Megan herself, she's one of the women that I've seen provoke. She's one of those type of women that I've seen provoke men to a point of no return. And I'm not saying that that is, you know, something that men should be proud of.
She wasn't even fighting with him though. She was fighting with Kelsey.
No. She was. If you looked at the entire documentary, her energy turned towards Tory Lane at the moment he told her to get out of the car.
She got out the car.
But that's what I'm saying. Just because you get out the car, that her mouth didn't stop. Her mouth
what
didn't.
What it means you should shoot at me?
No, but that's what I'm trying to tell you, Faith. That's what I'm trying to tell you. First of all, this was involved, right?
I understand that. You still don't shoot no gun at me. I don't give a damn how drunk you are.
But this is what I'm saying to you, Faith. In moments of passion, you have people that go to a certain extent, and I just told y'all, right? That go to a certain extent. And if that is an action that person does at that moment, now, hey, get this man counseling, get May counseling, I understand. But to make him seem like he was, to make it look like she had no parts in the provoking of what happened that night.
You don't go to jail for provoking, though.
Yes, we got to keep it fair, because when you look at the trial and what the young lady said, what Megan said, what Tory said, what the guy driving the car said, and I mean even witnesses that were around after they heard the shot. There were people around this vehicle. These folks didn't just drive out to no secluded area.
I'm gonna say this again, Foley. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I don't get. Let me say this to you: if you and I get in a heated argument and your ass pull a gun out and start shooting in my direction, we got a goddamn problem.
But what if he didn't shoot in the direction?
Did not shoot in the direction of Megan. He told her to get out of the car.
She got out the car.
He told her and the girl to get out of the car. Megan's mouth did not stop running when she got out of the car. The security guard.
So words gonna make you shoot it. Shoot.
Huh?
Words gonna make you shoot.
Folks do it now.
Thank you. Are you listening to me, Faith?
I'm hearing what the hell you listen to what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying, but you can't disregard what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. Yes. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Faith. There should be a point where someone says, you know what, this is not worth it. And hey, in a perfect world, that will be an outcome. But
you a whole damn felon.
You have when that emotion is pushed, they can't come back. They snap. They are gone. And like I'm telling you, I've witnessed this. Okay, I witnessed it. If I didn't witness it, I couldn't look at the situation with Tory, this young lady, and Meg, and the security guard all riding in this car after leaving from a park. So it's almost like the Chris Brown thing, right? When Rihanna showed her face on the internet and she was all beat up and bruised, did you know that Rihanna went through Chris Brown's phone? Did you know that Rihanna accused Chris Brown of cheating with a woman that he never, ever had any type of relationship with? The woman crossed the line in his phone. Rihanna saw it. Do you realize that while he's driving this Lamborghini, Rihanna struck him in his face?
The hell out of him.
Right.
So he retaliated in a manner of get off of me, but she didn't even stop when he busted her lip. She looked at blood and attacked even harder.
That. I understand.
So this is what I'm saying. No, by no means should any man, really any woman, put their hands on you in a heat, in passion or love or being angry. But this is not the perfect world. So what I'm saying is he did not shoot at Megan with the intent of hurting her. She got hit with a fragment on the side of her toe. A fragment, right? But the way the media painted it was this man did the old school Clint Eastwood dance shooting at her foot. And that is what the security guard, as well as Meg's friend, and even Tory Lane said that's what happened. He said, I grabbed the gun out of the console and I shot at her in the direction. Now, this is the crazy thing about bullets. We can't project where they're going. I can shoot north and that bullet hit a wall and come back west and kill somebody. It's still the bullet, but my intent was to shoot this tree or wall. I didn't mean for my bullet to hit this wall and bounce back and kill somebody way across the street.
I'm gonna say this again.
So
I get all of this shit.
So this is what I'm saying. By no should anyone go that far, but if I have not lived that myself, then I can't sit here and tell you. But when
I got you,
tell you, when you provoke someone and they care for you, or they feel a certain relationship connection with you, or an emotional bond with you, and you provoke them to that point, then by all means, if that bullet would have went wrong, then I would have another story to tell right now. But luckily, the bullet just hit off the side of.
But I don't get you. Put me in fucking harm's way, regardless. What I'm saying to you is, I don't get. Let me say this again. People have arguments every goddamn day. First of all, your felonious ass shouldn't have been shooting a goddamn gun. Let's be real and clear on what the fuck you shouldn't have been doing. Because that's what he's not in jail for shooting her. He's in jail because, goddamn it, you weren't supposed to have a gun. Real talk.
But
you weren't supposed to have a gun.
But a felon with a gun only holds 3 years, right? A felon with a gun only holds 3 years, and you can basically get out of that with maybe 6 months to a year served and do the rest of your time on parole and papers. Why was he sentenced to 10 years?
I don't know. And Megan also didn't press the charges against him. The state of California did. That's the other thing.
Exactly. Which, like I said, which is perfectly fine. But why did a felon with a gun, which usually holds a maximum of 3 years, all of a sudden get this man thrown in jail for 10 like he's a murderer? I've seen murderers walk out with less time than that. It's because of the stature of the person, right? It was made that it's such a big case, right? And the second thing was they made it seem like he was shooting at her with the intent to harm her. That man reacted in a childish way. I give you that, a childish way, right? He shot the gun at these women's feet, like, get out my truck, get away from my truck. She was telling him, I'm not going to MF and where.
But she still got out the fucking truck.
Exactly. Why? She could have got the fuck out the truck, right? But she did.
She got out the. Listen to what I'm saying to you. She got out that man's truck. So if I'm out your dad, she probably said something smart. I get that. She probably was going ham. Absolutely. But I got out your truck. So when I got out your truck, why the hell are you shooting at me?
Hold on. Watch this. How many movies, how many real life stories have we just seen in Memphis alone where you've heard a nigga or you've heard about somebody saying that nigga said something crazy?
I get
and somebody upped the switch and shot at them.
It don't make
and that wasn't even nobody yapping off at the mouth. That person may have said 1 or 2 words, and the other person said, I don't give a damn. I got this piece. I'm going to up the switch.
Once you push someone to this point, all rational thinking is gone. Once you push someone emotionally to this point, all rational thinking is gone. So whether they come back and say, hey, Tory didn't have the gun, I shot the gun, they're only doing that because if he had the gun or not, these folks know what happened in their truck. And Meg Thee Stallion knew that she really didn't want it to get this big. But she can't help that. She's Meg Thee Stallion. That bullet ricocheted off the ground, hit her foot. The police, she said this in her own interview. The reason why I said that the bullet hit me or he shot at me was because I was afraid for my life. We're in this neighborhood, 4 black successful people in this vehicle with a loaded gun, drunk as hell, surrounded by white police officers.
Absolutely. So she didn't say this. She said, I stepped on some glass. That's what she said. So here is my thing. Let me go here. Because here's the thing. You talking about the heat of passion. She still didn't snitch on that nigga till he started trolling her online. Let me, again, she didn't say nothing. May kept her mouth closed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Meg didn't say nothing. That man got online. He did smear campaigns. He started going ham on her. And so she said, well, nigga, you shot me. So now what?
Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. So now she wants to say he shot me. But
because damn it, he did. But I was gonna protect you. Let me say this to you. Let me say this real quick. Because it's the same situation with Hallie Bailey, and it's the same damn situation with Cassie. Them bras protected them niggas. Do you understand what I'm saying? Protected them Negroes. No. Protected them. Okay. Except with the exception of Diddy. Hold on. With the exception of Diddy, Tory, that girl didn't say shit. She lied to the police. She told them folk, I stepped on some glass. That girl didn't say nothing until that man and his publicist and his team started trolling her. Hallie ain't said nothing about this, what this man to put her through. We didn't know why they broke up.
And still don't talk about it.
Still don't talk about it. She said, you know what, my nigga, I'm tired. That man broke in her house, took a picture of her bed while she was gone. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from?
Well, you know what? With DDG and Hallie, the smartest thing she did was just kept silent and let him keep hanging himself with the rope, and she just got the receipts.
And this is what I'm saying. When people are pushed to this point, y'all, right?
What? I understand the Megan situation. The Hallie situation, where the hell was that man pushed to a corner?
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't follow that. I didn't.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me give you a breakdown real quick. Let me give you the cliff notes. Okay. Boy meets girl. Boy, girl get pregnant. Girl has baby. Okay. All right. Girl is somewhere along the lines probably mistreated. I don't know. We still don't know why they broke up. Boy, who is a social media person, gets online and you spilling all the tea. Well, we did. I did this. I did that. She won't let me see my child. Da 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 da. And it's not that she won't let him see the child. You're crazy as fuck. I got to go through your mama to set up time for you to see your child.
You're talking about the DDG guy.
I'm talking about the DDG. Right.
Oh, that nigga's a sucker. So yeah, okay. So whatever going on with that, I completely side with because I think don't she got a sister? Didn't her sister speak out for her at one point? Because she didn't want to say anything.
No, I don't know if it's the older sister or not. But what happened in that situation was Hallie left DDG. Okay, right. She left him alone. Yeah.
Because he was a sucker. He a bump.
Like every time she would try to work, he would make it hard for her. For real.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, because he's a social media influencer.
And he really. If I Hate You was a person, that was DDG.
Absolutely.
He did not. He was so jealous of her and her fame.
So yeah, exactly. So is he the one that, like I said, he went live and was like, "Let me tell the whole story." And he talked about how the sister was involved, the mama, like, and because I think Faith, we talked about this a while ago, and I was like, the nigga sound
we talked about the breakup a while ago.
Yeah,
that's what we talked about.
Right? Yeah, I was like, the nigga sound like a young sprung ass dude, old girl trying to move forward with her career, and yet he's seeking fame and validation by going live talking about everything that they went through.
And the baby had a song out about that situation.
Right.
And like, I can't, like, why you doing blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, she's working. She not trying to get it. She with you. Why are you insecure about that? Right?
Yeah, that nigga's a bum. Like that nigga, he corny as hell to me. Like okay, so I just had to get refreshed on that. But I remember we talked about that, Faith.
We did talk about that briefly, but now, so let me catch you up. Hallie recently filed a restraining order or a temporary restraining order against him because they've had incidents of domestic abuse. Okay. Not only that, that man broke in her house while she was out of town and took a picture of her bed and sent it to her.
Right.
Saying, you not at home. Where you at? And so there's a rumor going around that she's dating Brent Fayez. I don't know how true that is or not. However, she's been trying to work with the co-parenting situation because she's been reaching out to his mom. Hey, I can't deal with your son, but I want him to be able to have a relationship with our child. So, hey, let's try to work this out. She's tried to go to court to get a parenting situation set up. He refused. It was funny to me how he gets online and talks about how, she won't ever let me see my kid. But everybody says go to court and sort that out. She's been going to court to try to sort that out.
Right.
Your ass never showed up. You never did what you were supposed to do so you could be in your son's life. You're in it for the fame. You're in it for let me see what I can do to get off of this girl's name. That's what you're doing. And let her look like a trash individual when she actually is not. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think we compared him to what's the other girl? The girl that played Akilah the Bee.
Yes, Keke Palmer. With her baby dad, and there's video proof that man was literally dragging her, body slamming her out. And even, let me say this, even with Keke Palmer, Keke has even said, well, it was some things that let me say this. I'm going to say this real clear. Anything short of me putting my hand on a man, I don't condone this shit. If I don't put my hands on you, I don't give a fuck what I say to you. Walk away. Don't put your hands on me. We're going to be two niggas scrapping in the alley. I want you to understand that right now. I don't do that. That's not condonable. You get what I'm saying? In
a perfect world, you make perfect sense, baby. But you got to understand.
I get niggas is fucked up. I understand that wholeheartedly.
A man's ego.
I get that wholeheartedly. What you not finna do, though, is you're not going to do. That man dragged that girl up off the. Did y'all see that?
What Keke we talking about Cassie or?
I'm talking about Keke Palmer. We ain't got the Cassie yet. Oh my God, we ain't got to her yet. Keke Palmer.
I didn't know he was whooping her like that though.
Did you not see that camera action? That man was dragging her up off the car. He dragged her down the steps. He did all kinds of stuff to her. Yes.
Yeah.
And everybody, because they don't like Keke Palmer, they were like, yo, well, she probably said something where she deserved it. That is some whack shit. Like, stop. If she didn't put her hands on that man should have walked out that house and walked the fuck away. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Let me get on Cassie real quick.
We'll see.
So this week, they done had Cassie on the stand. She 100 months pregnant, okay? With her husband, they doing their thing. Now, Diddy suspected that she was cheating on him with the guy because he was started off as her personal trainer. Like Cassie needed a personal trainer because she was bony as hell, but then, hey, whatever. You like it, I love it. At any rate, personal trainer. Apparently, they ended up getting together or whatever. Diddy was beating this girl left and right. Don is on the stand now. Don is recounting where people have witnessed this man beating this girl. Now, I need somebody to tell us that he didn't beat Kim, because we know he didn't beat Kim, but we don't know he didn't beat Kim. I need somebody to say, hey, I witnessed him put hands on Kim.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Big Gene said he witnessed it.
I know that. I understand that. He ain't on the stand right now. Don Richard has absolutely corroborated a lot of things that we thought about Cassie. So a lot of people, let's talk about abuse real quick. Because what people don't understand about abuse is a lot of people say, well, Cassie need to be in jail too. Okay. So if somebody got a gun to your head and they say, you need to do this or you're going to die, what you going to do? You going to do the thing they ask you to do, or you going to let them shoot you?
Yeah, that's coercion. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This man had a hold over this girl. So much so that even when she was dating her husband, this man still had a hold on this girl. Still had a hold on this girl.
I can't 100% agree with that, Faith.
Why?
Simply because of the fact, and the reason why I can't believe it is simply because of the fact that no matter how powerful someone is or the capability.
Hold
on. At what point do you hold self accountability?
Okay, so let me go here. Friend, have you ever been around a domestic violence survivor?
Who you asking me?
You. Okay. So listen to me real quick.
I'm listening.
It's a mental thing. It's a thing. I have a friend that you actually know that has encountered that. And even in her relationships today, she still acts like a domestic violence victim because mindset is not changed. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mindset hasn't changed. Mentally, I got to get myself into a different type of mindset. So as long as this man ain't locked up, ain't shit going on when he ain't far away from me, Kim, the way Kim Porter left that situation, I knew when they said that man had beat her, I was like, did it be Kim? But then when I read an article in Ebony where Kim Porter said Diddy was out of the country. She cleared the house out and moved across the country, away from Diddy. I knew, because the way you have to move as a domestic violence victim is you got to move inside. You got to move. That man was overseas for however long. She had to quickly move and get out of that house in New York to get to LA. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Mindset. Mentally, that girl was still a victim. Mentally, she was still a victim.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Mentally, she was still a victim. And Diddy had, now when certain things started coming out about Diddy, notice when those things started coming out about Diddy and people started snatching things and doing this and doing that, they started snatching things from Diddy prior to Cassie ever coming out with that lawsuit. Y'all notice that he challenged Ciroc. All of a sudden, this person said, hey man, I got raped at a Diddy party. Or raped at a Diddy party. Hold on, please don't pause. Raped at a Diddy party. This happened to me over here. This happened to me over there. Then Cassie comes out with this lawsuit on the date of Kim Porter's death. Anniversary date of Kim Porter's death. She files this lawsuit.
So let me ask you this. When you're dealing with domestic violence, right? At what point in domestic violence do you say, okay, I'm going to not only get away from this stuff, but I'm going to open my mouth and voice that the things that I'm going through, been through, or survived now, I want to open my mouth. At what point do you, and this is why I say about self-accountability. So I'm asking, at what point do you say, what I lived and went through was horrific?
So let me tell you how Cassie's lawsuit came about. Hold on, pause. Mm-hmm. Cassie didn't originally file the lawsuit. Okay? Cassie wrote a book. Okay?
Okay.
Cassie wrote a book. Cassie, hey man, I'm writing this book. This is what's finna happen. Just want to give you a heads up. It's finna come out. Diddy folks said, oh, okay, whatever. Do what you do, blah, 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 blah. Started shutting it down. She trying to shop it around. He got power. He's shutting this shit down. Everywhere she goes, she's trying to shop the book. He's shutting it down. So Cassie said, okay, dig that. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm coming out with a book talking about my experience. That's fine. Cool. Bet that up. Let me go and file this lawsuit. Public record. Everybody's gonna see what the hell it is, and what the hell it was. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That was her point. She came out. She tried to come out with a book. That man blocked her everywhere she went. She couldn't do nothing because he still was in power. But until these other women said, "Yo, this happened to me at a Diddy party. They did this at a Diddy party to me. I was 14. This is what happened to me at a Diddy party. I was 15." Then she said, "Okay." People are speaking out. People were scared for so many years. You know how the rumors I done heard? You even talked about going. You was gonna go to a Diddy party. You glad that the bus missed y'all, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was rumors.
Right. So the thing is, right, is Diddy on trial for? And I think we kind of jumped into Cassie a little too early. Hey, Big Hurt, y'all still here? My bad. Me and Faith and got the zone.
I'm not. I'm here. I'm waiting.
I think baby girl, she just tapped out. I just see her profile.
No, we did. Yeah, I know. She listening.
Okay.
She listening.
This is what I said in the beginning when everything started coming out about the freak offs and bring different prostitutes in and porn stars to fulfill fantasies of the rich and famous. My thing was, first of all, Hugh Hefner is world famous and known for doing it, right?
I got you.
Hugh Hefner is world famous and known for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But and so I'm really not trying to make it a race card, but P Puff now does the same thing, right? And I think I was talking to somebody when I said I know people who, when it comes to those type of sexual acts, from urination to all kind of stuff, they want it. And these are black people. These ain't no white folks. These are black girls. And I'm like, you want a dude to do that to you? You want to do spit out? You know,
I don't eat right. I don't want it on me.
So,
y'all don't eat right. It don't come out right in the pee. I'm just saying.
Yeah, what I'm trying in a nutshell is Puff Daddy on trial for domestic violence, or is he on trial for facilitating the fantasies of some of the nastiest, freakiest people?
And trial for trafficking. That's what he's on trial.
So this is what I'm saying. So what classifies as trafficking when you have rappers who rap about flying girls in for sex? You have sports players that speak about
they ain't on trial, friend. They're not on trial.
We having a private party in Miami, and I'm going to fly 5 girls in from Memphis, and they know when they get here.
They're not on trial. You're not on trial, friend.
You got a society of African American men who are called the passport boys, who don't deal with American women. They call themselves passport boys,
and they're not on trial, friend.
You hear me? But this is what I'm saying. So what are we really looking at Puffy as the bad guy for? Are we looking at him as the bad guy for kicking Cassie in the ass and dragging her from the elevator? Or
no, that's just assassinating his character.
Puffy as the bad person because he has a 14-year-old or 15-year-old that he's Puffy. He can't control what his security allows in the party.
But Puffy know them. Now let me say this, because that's just, we can have the same argument for R. Kelly. Now this is different. This is different. Okay, what's the difference?
R. Kelly actually had personal relationships with those girls. Puff Daddy didn't have personal relationships.
But let me say
those
this.
girls were
time out,
for a specific reason.
Foley.
But come on, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
We better keep it real. Come here. Come close to the screen.
Yeah, come on.
We're gonna do eye real quick.
But what we can't do, we can't throw them all in the same melting pot.
I didn't say that, but Foley, Tell me you know a difference between a 14-year-old and a 24-year-old?
Woman, I work in a facility where I promise you just the other day, me and a guidance counselor had to ask this girl, what grade are you? Because the way your mama let you leave the house like this?
I don't care how she.
Your mama got you different color hair all down to your butt.
But that makes her look like she's 24 years old.
I mean, right hand to God, right?
So I'm gonna hop in real quick.
Talk to her.
There are women who look, because we say it all the time. Black don't crack. Faith, you don't look your age at all.
I don't.
Miss Winnie don't look her age.
How old you think I am?
I don't think you over the age of 40.
I'm gonna be 50 next year.
Exactly.
Lord, I would give you 37.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So
I would give both y'all 30.
I'm not saying that to say, it's an excuse. But what I'm saying is there are women, girls, people who hear about certain things and they be like, hey, I want to be on that type of time.
Yeah.
And because I got this body shape, or I got this fake ID, or I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's gonna get me in, I can get into certain situations or certain type of parties where I can pass for 21, 22, or in certain cases, hey, you gotta be 18 to get in there. So,
or not even 18, Herc. You just gotta look a certain way. You gotta dress.
You gotta look legal.
So, exactly. So you're talking to a promoter, Faith. You know I promoted in the clubs.
I know.
Right here in good old fashioned Memphis. And when I tell you, I promise you, when I tell you, there were 16, 17, and sometimes 18-year-old girls in these clubs, right? Now, I don't want to incriminate nobody.
Please don't. Don't call me.
But of course, they would not get liquor. But because they looked a certain way, they were allowed to sit in a certain part of that club. Why are they in here? Oh man, they not drinking. They just over it. But bro, like a group of high school kids. Last week, I took my daughters to the movies. Right, my daughters they're getting ready to turn 15 tomorrow. Right, happy birthday to my twins.
Happy birthday, twins.
Right. I took them to the movies when did they go to the movies, boom? When that Saturday? Or Sunday? Saturday. I took them to the movies last Saturday, and I rode my motorcycle and met one of my partners in the biker group downtown on Beale. And these girls walked past, and I swear I'm looking at them like, bro, these are some little girls, man. This man was like, bro, hey, what to do? Man, what's up? I'm like, I had to pull them. I'm like, no, man, them some kids.
But here's my thing, Foley. That was my point I was making earlier. No. That was my point. Because let me say this: I don't give a damn if I have a fake ID and I get in a club and you think I'm 21.
Hey,
you know my ass is 15.
But you're not.
When we used to sneak in 616. No.
Yes, exactly.
When we used to sneak in 616.
But Faith, listen.
When we was in high school.
Faith, listen. Me looking at them girls and saying, hell no, it's totally different than if I'm Puff Daddy and my security say, hell yeah. So if I didn't grab this guy, if I didn't grab this guy that I was with and say, hell no, bro, those some kids, bro, look at their face, he would have activated. So what I'm saying is R. Kelly had personal relationships.
Well, R. Kelly was at the high school, Charlotte was looking for the girls. I'm not, you know her. He was at the high schools looking for the girls. That's why I don't give a damn what nobody say. R. Kelly knew what the hell he was doing. I don't give a damn what he was. He knew what he was doing.
Let me say this. R. Kelly knew.
Exactly. R. Kelly knew.
Diddy, to a certain extent, probably had an idea.
But here's the thing.
No, Faith, you can't do that. You gotta let her talk, because her.
Go ahead, Herb. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Herb. This anything is possible to hit me.
Diddy had an idea. What it boils down to is these people, Diddy, R. Kelly, Tory Lanez, whoever, they've amassed a certain amount of wealth, and they feel like because I have a certain amount of wealth, or I have a certain amount of power, I'm untouchable. So they have to be touched. Now, prime example, when R. Kelly got off the first time, everybody knew Kelly was fucked up. Yes. But he got off. Yes. He did it again. They said, all right, you thought you were untouchable. We gonna show your stupid ass. Diddy got off. Diddy thought, oh, I got off the first time. I'm gonna do this. We got your stupid ass too. Tory Lanez, they gave him a pass. You a felon. Don't touch no guns, whatever. I got money now. I got fame. I got fans. I got wealth. Mm-hmm. I can be around a gun. We gonna show your stupid ass too. Yes. So what it comes down to is these guys have amassed a certain amount of power, and they have like you were saying earlier, they have this hold on these women, and it can't be broken because they don't feel safe or they don't feel secure, and they feel untouchable. And then when it goes back to the situation with Diddy, we've known for years. There have been rumors. Hey, like if we being honest, Diddy told on himself a long fucking time ago.
Long time ago.
Take that. Come on, bro.
Come on, man. Those are lyrics, man. You can't do that. Those are lyrics. You can't use lyrics in the court of law. That's admissible.
Yeah. Take that. Come on, man.
You can't use lyrics, man. But hey, y'all, let me. My bad, Big Hurt. But I got to jump off real quick because it's like after 9. Let me. Go
get your mama her birthday gift.
I know, right? Faith, remember I talked about this. Everybody on here, we have to start going live a little bit more often.
We do,
even if it's like 30-minute stints or something.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
We got in order to build the momentum in the crowd. We have to stay consistent. Once a week is cool, but unless we're putting like a promotional push behind it, we need to do something.
We got to, and we got to do it on other platforms as well. So I'm down. We just got to figure out how we gonna do it.
Right. So look, y'all keep talking. Love on the land, everybody. I appreciate Miss Wendy for coming in. Appreciate you, Ma. But let me jump off so I can get this.
Please go get to your mama. Yes.
I know. See, that's what happened when we get to talking. We didn't yap about damn near an hour.
We be yapping. We do. But that's what we do on Talk to Me Tuesdays. Yes. Okay.
All right, Ma. Hey, I appreciate everybody, man. And I will see you all next time. We gonna get it together.
And tell Mama we said happy birthday.
Okay, no doubt. Like I said, we gotta get ready for these twins on tomorrow. So
yes, happy birthday to the twins too.
No, right. Appreciate everybody. Look, I'm hitting the lights. I'm walking out the door because my baby girl had already grabbed the cat and then ran out to the truck. Okay, so
all right.
All right, now. Okay.
Bye, Foley.
All right, baby. I'll see y'all later. All right.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So here's my thing. You was black, okay? I don't care how much power you have. I don't care how much money you have. At the end of the day, what country are we in? America. Yeah. That's where we at. That's where we at.
You can't you cannot do some. You
can't do what Hugh Hefner do. You can't do what the Jeffrey dude did. You can't do what the other. You can't do what they do. They not like us. You can't do that. You got to keep your stuff super tight. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing with that was protect Black women. The ricochet, I don't care where you shot. I'm still, you shoot a gun at me, you dead to me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you in the heat of the moment, you're dead to me. Okay? And what he should have done, because he wouldn't have been, he did this to himself. I don't care what anybody says, because Megan would have never said anything had he not done what he did. Brother did it to himself. Okay? He did it to himself.
That's a double standard, Faye.
I don't care.
It's
listen to
no. You said your whole argument was him and his team start talking.
They ran their mouth.
He should have just shut up and walked away, right? Meg
had
already lied. Wait, Meg had already lied. All Meg had to do, Tori, I don't fuck with you. Go about your business. Have a nice life, and not say shit else.
No. At that point, here's the thing, because she never said that man shot her. He the one came out with the book. Listen,
but she endorsed the bullshit. She had already lied for him, right?
So my thing is, her.
Well, keep the lie.
Here's my thing. If I said I stepped on a piece of glass and that's it, you finna go troll me online.
No.
That's what I'm saying, Herc.
But what I'm saying is, okay, whether words are words, right?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Additionally,
her girl messed it up too.
The whole argument was
he should have kept his mouth
in the heat of the moment. Words would exchange. He should just walk away.
This is
in the heat of the moment. Meg had already protected him and lied.
Hear me.
Meg should have kept.
A hit dog is gonna holler every time. You understand what I'm saying?
Always.
So what I'm saying to you is that hit dog hollered, and had that hit dog just shut his mouth, we wouldn't be here.
But had Meg,
the hit dog hollered. First of all, if you trolling me online, nigga, all bets are off. I don't care. If you would have shot at me and I done lied for you, and you trolling me online,
that's the thing.
And you trolling me online, man.
It's words.
I don't give a damn. So no, because bullying is a thing online. It's words, my ass. Because bullying online is a thing. First of all, let's talk about Megan. No. Let's talk about it real quick. Because if you watch the documentary, if you saw the documentary, that girl lost her mama, her grandmama, and her daddy. She don't really have anybody. So everybody that she's been guarded because of this situation now. Because who do I have to trust? Who really have my back? At the end of the day, I watched the documentary. This girl ain't got nobody. So people coming in, right? I'm trusting you as my friend. I don't give a damn how in the heat of the moment. I don't give a damn.
Everybody ain't your friend.
So she learned an important lesson. But let me say this: you're gonna troll me online, nigga? Hell no! All bets are off. If I kept my mouth closed, you keep your mouth closed. Why are you coming at me online and I ain't saying shit about you?
Okay, so the hundreds of million people that troll her for not being shot, for being on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, shaking her ass.
Let's talk about that. Hold on.
Still say shit to them.
Listen to what I am saying to you. This is different. You supposed to be my friend.
I've already proved. No,
you absolutely have already proven that you're not my friend. Here's my thing, though. If I protected
not to be your friend, why are you entertaining this shit? Move the fuck on.
I protected you. No, and then not only that, the people that troll her because she's shaking her ass online, that comes with the territory. She had a whole different people were coming at her saying she ain't said nothing. So Tory comes out, his publicist come out, and then all these people coming at her. Come on, Hurt. Come on, Hurt. Come on. All of these people coming at her.
It's part just like she can get trolled for shaking her ass.
The shaking her ass part, she understands that she knew what it was.
Trolled.
Somebody shot me. Somebody traumatically, you are trolling me for a traumatic situation that I experienced and I endured. And you tell me I need to shut up and just let it go? No.
Why?
No, absolutely not. That ain't how trauma works, my guy.
It's not, but at the same time,
that's not how trauma works, my guy.
That's not how trauma works. But that's also not if you already quote unquote protected the black man,
and the black man ain't protected me, all bets are off. You ain't protected me at all. Period. You already shot at my ass. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. You already shot at me. I kept my mouth closed because I didn't want it to be another George Floyd situation. Right? Real talk. That's what she was thinking about. She thought about you even though you shot at her. And let me say this. I'm going to say this. A lot of times, and I'm not saying this is for all guys, but a lot of times we protect black men. Black men don't give us the same energy. Real fucking talk. I'm gonna date a white girl because a white girl is less this. I'm gonna do this because this is what we gotta deal with.
And then when the white girl kills you, the family want us to go to speak up. No, so I'm just saying, make it make sense.
Y'all do the same shit.
What we do?
Niggas don't treat me right. I'm finna give me a Chad. I'm finna give me a Ron.
I ain't been to Chad yet. Do you understand me? I ain't found Chad or Billy
the key word in that sentence?
Or Jeff yet.
What was the key word in that sentence?
What?
You ain't did what?
Yet.
Thank you.
Correct. Because I still believe
I'm not going to.
Let me tell you something, because I believe there's a black Mandingo warrior out there for me, okay? I have not. You're correct. I ain't done it yet. But let me tell you something. I got about 1 or 2 more Negroes in me. You understand what I'm saying? I got 1 or 2.
And then it's going to be, oh, well.
Then it's going to be Hoshimon.
Jaquan didn't treat me right. So I went over here to Josh.
It's gonna be Miguel. It's gonna be Hoshimon. It's gonna be Biff, whatever his name is. Listen, I got a homegirl that told me. My homegirl told me black women need to explore other ethnicities.
So
I want me a black man. I want me a King Dangling. That's what I want. Okay, but apparently the black men don't like me. They don't love me. The ones that I've encountered, they don't want me. Okay. Y'all have an assignment, Hurt. I'm going to leave that assignment. Y'all got an assignment. You can shake your head all day. Y'all have an assignment, Hurt.
I ain't getting in it.
You are. You're in it. You and Foley and Curtis. Invite Curtis to the conversation.
I'm not getting in that.
Come on, friend. Help your friend out.
I told you, Sly. I told you check your inbox.
Yeah, no.
See,
ain't nothing in my inbox. Even who you think have inboxed me hasn't inboxed me. It's nothing in my inbox as far as that's concerned. It's just, I gave y'all an assignment. I feel like y'all can do it. I believe in you and Foley and Curtis, because I feel like if you add Curtis to the equation, y'all gonna go right in this situation. So what I am saying is that lady protected that man, and that man did not protect her. That's all I'm saying.
That I agree with.
And so, with that being said, if you ain't protecting me and then you trolling me and you got all your little minions trolling me, I'm sorry. What I'm supposed to do?
But that part, the trolling, whether we want to admit it or not, whether he protected her or not, the trolling comes with the territory. Period.
You shot at me. You don't troll me, and you shot at me.
See, that's what you take out the fact that he shot at her.
That you can't take that fact out, friend.
No, my only point, the only point I've been trying to make is you said he shot at her, then he went online and trolled her and had his minions troll her. Take out the fact that he shot her.
If that man hadn't shot her, that man hadn't shot at her.
Okay. So let's just say he didn't shoot at her. He embarrassed her or made her feel less than a woman.
Megan, when have you seen Megan? Wait a minute. When have you seen Megan? For the people that's trolling her for shaking her ass, when have you seen Megan come at the people that's trolling her for shaking her ass?
Exactly.
The man shot at her. The point I'm making is, if that man had to shot at her, she probably would have left it alone. You shoot at me, all bets are off.
But here's the thing. And I'm not blaming Meg. I'm never gonna victim blame, but she got to take some accountability too. Did Meg not lie?
Meg did lie.
All right. So who's to say, folks, that, hey, Meg, you a liar now?
But
they don't lie. Hey, Meg, you a liar.
She lied. She lied.
Because they were trolling her for being a liar.
No, they weren't trolling her. But initially, she was being trolled about the shooting. Let's keep it 100. That didn't nobody know took place until that man opened his mouth. That man hadn't said nothing about, I didn't shoot Megan. That girl never said that. You shot her. She said, I stepped on some glass. That's what she said. That's what she told the police. When she went to the hospital, the doctor was like, nigga, you got shot. You ain't step on no glass. You lying. She still didn't say anything after she had her surgery, after she got out of the hospital. This man started trolling her online. Not for lying, because at that point, nobody knew she was lying. He trolled her. I didn't shoot Megan, blah, blah, blah. She never said you shot her. A hit dog is going to holler every time. That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making. Hit dog hollered.
Yep, he did.
Period. Had that man kept that mouth closed, we wouldn't be here. That's the point I'm making. She could have ignored it, but why? At this point, nigga, you shot me. Why would I ignore it? She didn't even go file charges. The DA in LA said, oh, we filing charges. You're not. Here's the thing, black people, period. I ain't gonna just say a black man. Black people, period. You are not that powerful to where they are not gonna bring you down, period. I don't care how much money you think you got. At the end of the day, and they'll come for you when you in your 80s, Bill Cosby. Okay? Now, Bill Cosby is a different situation. He was wrong for feeding the ladies the drugs. But what it sounded like to me was he was in relationships with all these women. And the other thing is these women were white. Okay? At the time when all of this was going down, y'all had power. He was a black man in the 70s and the 80s. Y'all could have brought Bill Cosby down a long time ago. Wasn't nobody blocking that man. Y'all could have brought him down. You were benefiting from the things that man was doing for you. That man was paying bills for you. He was spending money on you, and you benefited from it. That's how I feel. Because you can't tell me in the 70s a black man got away with murder. I just don't believe that. He was wrong for what he did, absolutely. But you can't tell me as a white woman I couldn't have hollered in the 70s and I wouldn't have got what I needed to get. You can't tell me that. Some ain't cleaning that water. And now I don't believe he was buying NBC, but some ain't cleaning their water. Okay? Okay? Diddy wasn't buying Ciroc. Chris Brown ain't buying whatever y'all saying he buying. Y'all, let me tell y'all.
Chris Brown finna go to jail for 16 years.
Fool, they ain't been to court yet. That's what he's facing. He don't go to court till June the 9th.
June 13th. They done denied his bond once. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Bruh, first of all, let me say this real quick, and we finna go. How did y'all let that man go over there to over the seas? Okay, where you know there's a warrant for his arrest because somebody knew on his team there's a warrant for his arrest. Y'all let that man go over there?
They thought the check cleared and it didn't. That's what
somebody need to be fired.
And somebody probably did get fired.
No, they ain't fired yet because he in jail. Listen.
Because he's in jail, they got fired. Because I guarantee that
how y'all missed that, man?
Hey, we going back overseas. So and so happened last time. Did y'all take care of it? Oh yeah, man, you good. It's taken care of. We took care of it. Y'all good. Get y'all refund for get over there. Hey, let me holler at you, Christopher. Oh snap!
Houseway.
You going to jail?
Did they get him when he got off the plane?
When the lawyer got there, hey, so and so said they took care of it. When you leave here, tell so and so they no longer have a job. Because somebody fumbled the bag.
I have a question. Where did they pick Chris up? Was it at the airport? Was it? I need to know this. Where was he picked up?
Because flight records are public record. Mm-hmm. Somebody said, "Oh,
Christopher Maurice Brown,
he coming back." Be at the airport, wait on that nigga.
Why God? Oh, fire the whole team. I really hope that man don't go to jail for 16 years. I really hope. What he do?
He supposedly assaulted a music producer by hitting him over the head with a champagne bottle.
In the club?
In the club.
Chris.
And
I've been wanting you to win, man.
He was with him. He locked up too.
Heads need to roll for this one. I thought I was gonna get to see Chris in concert. Not gonna happen, huh?
Oh, we'll see.
Oh my God! Y'all get y'all refunds now, man, because that man ain't coming. He ain't gonna be here.
He might eat. They may be able to work out some.
I hope they can. Do y'all have enough money to pay the people to let you out? That's what I need to know. We gotta stop.
I'm pretty sure.
Whoever is in Chris's crew, I need somebody to be in Chris's crew that got some sense. They can talk him down off the ledge. Because if he allegedly hit somebody over the head with a bottle of champagne, I need the bottle of champagne. I need you to get the bottle of champagne from Chris. Remove Chris from the situation.
Or, hey, I'm Chris Brown. I'm the celebrity. You hit the nigga in the head with the bottle.
I mean, Diddy used to have people go to jail for him all the time. Hello, Shine. I'm just saying. Oh my God. Y'all get y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Hopefully they approve his bail. Hopefully he can leave England. Oh my God. If you done spent money on them tickets to that main show, I didn't do it. I was thinking about it. But I didn't. Well, no, because I wasn't gonna make that. Well, hold on. That's before I go on the cruise. I gotta get this bikini body together. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So at any rate, Herc and Foley and Curtis. Curtis ain't even on here talking about he fell asleep. He sucks. He sucks. You better come back and watch this. Are going to set me up on a blind date. Herc keeps saying he's not gonna do it. He's doing it. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna blame him. See, what he thinks is I'm gonna blame him. I'm not gonna blame him. It's a blind date. I get it. I understand the assignment. Listen, I get it. So they're gonna set me up on a blind date. I trust them. That's why I'm allowing them to do this, because I don't do blind dates. See how that works? They're gonna do that. Also, we'll be back for another Talk to Me Tuesday. Shout out to Foley's mom. Happy birthday to the twins. Do we have any final thoughts? Wendy, you done been paused and off the video for a minute. We have final thoughts?
No final thoughts, girl. I have to use my hotspot because my Wi-Fi went out.
Not your Wi-Fi that went out.
Yeah. So I'm on the chat with AT&T.
Okay, well, chat with old AT&T girl. So we are what was the word I was about to use? We about to get off here. Herc, you got final thoughts?
I ain't got nothing this week.
You ain't got nothing?
I don't have too much. I don't really have nothing. All I will say is when you get into these situations, as far as dating, make sure that you come correct and come more healed than you think you are. Because if you don't, you'll end up in a situation where you fuck up some shit and you ain't supposed to.
Oh, don't do that. Don't fuck up some shit you ain't supposed to.
Check out Herc's World.
Herc's World.
Facebook on the tccenetwork.com. That's tccenetwork.com. That's where the new episodes will be streaming. Next week we start with the co-host.
Yay! I'm excited.
We got a couple. We got some Black Music Month episodes coming up.
Oh, good.
So June is Black Music Month, so we got a couple surprises and gifts for that.
Okay. I want a gift or surprise.
Gotta wait to see what it is. Yeah. As always, if you don't work, you don't eat. You gotta crawl before you can walk before you can run, and man, run before you can fly. I am your girlfriend's favorite podcast host, Big Hurt. And if she says I'm not,
that's right. Y'all make sure I am coming out with a new season of Cocktail Therapy. Getting my guests together now. I'm going to start running reruns of episodes, so make sure y'all check that out. Probably starting tomorrow, I'll run reruns of episodes. I'm super excited for the collab. We got to work this out because I really want it to be big. I really want, and I'm going to say this out loud, I want a live show. That's what I want. I already have the plan mapped out for it, the whole 9. I want a live show. That's what I want. My goal was to have it in October around the birthday. That was my goal. However, I don't know how that's going to go. So we having a live show though. At some point in time, I don't even know what the 1-year anniversary is, but we having a live show. I really don't, but we're going to have a live show. We're going to do it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. I already have the map for it. I have it. So I can't wait until that happens. But I know we have to build momentum. So when y'all come in, I want you guys to share the live. I want you to go Cocktail Therapy, the podcast, over on YouTube. Go like that page, please. Subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. We also, Wendy and I do a podcast called The Size Up, where we talk about all the hot topics and all the things. And I'm talking about not just hot topics, we talk about everything. The government. We was talking about before we got on here, Kool-Aid prices done went up. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Right now, can we go to the polls and vote today? When Kool-Aid started going up, it's a problem. Y'all got to hear what I'm saying. When Kool-Aid goes up, it's a problem. It's a problem. 2 for $1 is crazy work for Kool-Aid. I don't care what nobody say. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. So we talk about everything from the government to whatever. We talk about Memphis politics. We talk about hot topics. We talk about the whole nine. We do that. So eventually we're going to come back for The Size Up. And eventually we're gonna go to other platforms like TikTok and Instagram. I gotta learn them. I don't know. I just know TikTok is a bunch of pictures and reels. And I know not TikTok, I'm sorry. Instagram is a bunch of pictures and reels, but TikTok is basically the same thing. But I'm trying to learn them. So I want to learn them. I want the followers, all that good stuff. And I want everybody that's on TikTok that's on the platform to be followed as well. So we all can blow up, man. We could all be, you know what I'm saying, rich best friends, you know? I'm with that. So make sure y'all check out Hertz World. Make sure y'all check out The Size Up. Make sure you check out the Unpopular Truth podcast. And also make sure y'all check out Cocktail Therapy, the podcast. We will see y'all hopefully next week for another episode of Talk to Me Tuesdays. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're out. Bye.